Everybody, Jay and Manion here at the NPC Photo Gym, and back, this is what, your second time this year?
Yeah, second time now.
Okay, for her road to the Olympia, which is your second road to the Olympia here.
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
it
is IFBB Bikini Pro.
Ariana Brothers.
Okay, and I'm not going to say anything to embarrass you right off the bat.
Oh my gosh. It wouldn't be typical if you didn't, you know?
Cutting you some slack today.
Yeah, good. I need it.
Yeah. Last time I embarrassed her right off the bat. Her whole face, her whole body just became red.
Yes. I was not expecting it either. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening right now. It's fine.
Yeah, and I'm just like watching this thing going.
I know, yeah. So yeah, maybe not one of those.
All right, so how are you feeling? We're, what, 5 weeks out?
Yes, I think it's like 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, so I'm feeling really good. I actually feel a lot better. So I think this is my third time, my third Olympia. So I've been here for my third time. So I actually feel really good compared to last year. Last year I felt good after I made a bigger change going into last year's Olympia. But this year, I feel like I'm bringing a much better package from last year's Olympia. So I'm really excited about that. And I've kind of just been working really hard, especially from earlier in the year, to bring something better than what I kind of ended off on, so.
Yeah, I think last year we were saying how great the contest is going to be. I think it's going to be great this year too. I think every division has something going on, and it's just amazing how the Olympia keeps each year is just getting better and better. It's crazy to say, but it is, especially your division too.
Yes, 100% it is. And this year we have over 60 bikini competitors. So that's a lot. And I know next year it's going to change. So it's kind of just one of those moments where it's just like, I'm going to give this my all because next year could be totally different. The competition is going to be a lot higher too. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. Looking forward to this year's Olympia and obviously how next year will go too. So
yeah. Okay, so you were actually here in Pittsburgh a few weeks ago, right?
It was, yeah, a few weeks ago I was, yeah.
It was a pretty exciting time. Tell everybody what happened.
Yeah, so my husband, JD, he went pro in classic physique. So
the North American.
Yeah, at North Americans. So that was a really awesome experience just to watch him do it because we kind of started off our journeys together, bodybuilding, and although mine was a lot quicker, he was he was just as intentional about it too. It just took him a little bit longer to gain all that muscle for his division. So to see him kind of locked in and to see the work pay off, it was just absolutely incredible. I was so excited.
Now, does he realize that was competitor-wise the largest North American ever?
No, I don't know if he knew that.
The last one we had was 2019, and we thought 2020 was just going to go through the roof, but it went.
No way.
This was the first, and it beat the 2019 numbers.
Okay, so I'm going to tell him that.
Yeah, there was over hard numbers, and of course it includes Canada and Mexico. There was over 1,000.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so even Class B in Classic Physique, I had to have all of them out on the stage.
Right.
There were so many of them, they could barely even stand. So yeah, it was a pretty large division.
So to get your pro card in the biggest North American and one of the biggest NPC worldwide contests also.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, and he knew he wanted to get his pro card winning it first place. Obviously with nationals and stuff, you can get it second place too. But he was like, no, I want to make sure I get first place with it. So he did it.
Yeah, he looked great.
Yeah, he did. Honestly, I saw him and I was like, this is crazy. I'm like, can you share with me some of that conditioning that you have? Because I need some too. But yeah, he was so conditioned and just very full walking out on stage. But he also had the mindset of he knew he looked good and he deserved to be there. And I think that is a big statement. No matter what division you're in, you need to believe in yourself and kind of go out there and present exactly what you know you have. And I think he did that. So
yeah. All right, so this year, leading into the Olympia, are you doing anything differently, diet, training-wise, posing-wise, anything like that?
So yes, I will say, actually going into this Olympia, my food-wise is actually a lot higher so far than what we started off earlier in the year with, and even last year, which is really good for me because I think earlier in the year we started off with a decent amount of food, but we were getting very low because my body, I think, was just getting tired. But thankfully, after Pittsburgh Pro, we took a break, and because of that, I think my body is in a much better spot. So food is a lot higher. Cardio is a lot lower than ever what it has been before. And so I'm really happy about that. With posing I will say my posing is pretty much the same, but I might have a few new little things maybe that I'm going to throw in. But overall, I kind of like to keep it the same, especially if I know that it's been working or I haven't gotten any feedback that you need to change A, B, and C. Right. So yeah, I'm feeling really good, especially energy-wise going into this Olympia because it just feels different for me. So.
Different in a good way.
Good way, yes, much better way. Earlier in the year, I was feeling a lot more tired physically, and I think that can just take a toll on your body responding sometimes. So I feel really good physically and mentally going into this Olympia. I just want to beat my first year Olympia. So my first year Olympia, I placed 7th. Last year, I got 13th, and I want to beat my first year. So.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, it is. And I know I look better than her now, so I'm just excited to kind of just like present that, so.
Yeah, and then you get to go on the main stage too at night.
Exactly, yes. And last year I wasn't able to, but my first year I was, and I was still so new that I wasn't expecting, I didn't know what that meant. I was like showing up at finals, only top 10. I was like the first one backstage. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just laying there by myself, waiting. But yeah, and last year I didn't have the opportunity to go to finals, but honestly, that's my goal. You know, like I want to be on the final stage. So, yeah.
But your goal is to kick Laura Lee's ass someday.
Oh my gosh. Laura Lee is definitely hard to beat. Like, she is the epitome of bikini, and I love that for her, and I love that she finally got what we all have been wanting for her for so many years. So she's definitely hard to beat. I mean, obviously, you never know what can happen with bikini, too, but she's definitely goals, so.
Yeah, I mean, and so you'll have Laura Lee, you'll have Maureen and Ashley,
Yeah.
since Jen's not in it and Issa's not in it. So
Right.
it's still 3 Olympia champions.
Yeah, I know. So it's still going to be, I will say, pretty competitive, which I'm really excited about because I always like to tell a lot of other competitors too, it's like do the shows that have a lot of good competition in them, because that's really going to set you apart and it's going to give you more feedback for yourself moving forward. If your goal is to turn pro, if your goal is to step on the Olympia stage, like go up against the best of the best, because when you do, yes, you're exposed.
That's how you get better.
Exactly, but you're able to get better. And I always thought, yeah, do smaller shows because that way you can qualify, right? And it's like,
But
no.
guess what? There are no smaller shows, and there's no
Not
more
anymore.
quote-unquote easy shows anymore,
Yes.
because you just never know who's going to be there.
Exactly. You never know. And what we had an earlier show this year, only 5 girls, but Ashley K was there, right? So it's still, yeah, it was a smaller show, but you have Ashley K there. So it's one of those things where it's like, still put yourself out there, because if you want to be better at all, you have to just be vulnerable.
Well, I used to say to people, why would you not want to go where these top competitors are? Because you're going to have to run into them at the Olympia.
Yes.
You're going to have to get past them to get into that top 5, top 3, to win the thing.
Yep, exactly.
You know, so avoiding them doesn't do any good.
Nope.
Find out where you stand next to them.
Exactly. And honestly, that was my first year ever competing. That was something that I wanted. I knew I wanted to do maybe smaller shows, but it was my husband that was like, why? Why do you want to do smaller shows? You need to go up against the other girls because you need to compare against them. And he was right.
Was it hard to say that he was right?
Yes, yes, it is. And at first I didn't admit that, but now I will. Now I will, because he was right. So yeah, but it's true though. Like I see it now, and it's like, you know, I am appreciative of the shows that I've done when there's like 5 Olympians or 12 Olympians, and it's just like, okay, where do I stand beside of them, right? But yeah, I think it's always beneficial to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you can only get better doing that.
Yes, exactly. And I think the goal is, like I said, if your goal is to be one of the best, step beside of them. I never knew what that feeling was like until I did. And yes, it was very intimidating at first, but afterwards when I get feedback that's like, oh, you're maybe not far off. Maybe you needed to tweak this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, like maybe I was closer than I thought, right? I still have to keep working because these are the elite athletes.
Right.
But at the same time, like it gave me a good perspective of where my physique is compared to everyone else's. So
Right, absolutely. So while we're here, do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
yes. Okay. So definitely my husband, James, my coach.
Your new IFBB Pro husband.
Yes, my new IFBB Pro husband. I can't forget that. Yeah, it's so crazy now. I always forget that now. But yeah, my IFBB Pro husband. And then Core Nutritionals, my supplement sponsor, Toxic Angels, Glam Comp Jewelry. Let's see, my puppies, Cashew and Cannoli. I can't forget them. I always forget them every year. And then obviously you all for having me here too, and NPC as well. So yeah, thank you.
And how are you liking this new?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I definitely love it. So I will say this, I'm really big on material and like quality. And I feel like this is one of those materials that it like is buttery soft to like your body, and it fits you perfectly. So I love it. Like I'm going to get more today because this is a very comfy outfit, and it very accentuates you well. So, yeah.
And for those of you that haven't been here, all you do is just go down the hallway, and it's right over there.
Last time I was in there, it was like a whole big shop set up, and I was like, oh my gosh, like all these different pieces. I'm like over here trying to look through each one.
Now we've got so much over there with all the shelves and everything.
Yes, but hey, that's good. And if not, then online as well, because I always like scope things out online. So.
All right. So if you want to see Ariana trying to kick Laura-Lee's ass on stage and everybody else's, go to MrOlympia.com, get your tickets. Why are you acting like that?
I'm like, hopefully I'm not turning red.
I was hoping you would. Get the tickets. If you can't make it, there's a link for the live stream, or you can go to olympiaproductions.com to get the live stream. But being there, it's better because you get the expo, you can get to meet the Olympians, the press conference, people walking around Resorts World from the contest. There's everybody's there. It's just a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, it's a really big experience. If you have any opportunity to, I say do it. Like even just to be a spectator at the expo itself,
right.
Or if you're able to get a finals ticket, do it. It's such a big production and it's worth it. So.
All right. So Jay and Manion.
Ariana Brothers.
Signing out for NBCNewsOnline.com. We look forward to seeing you at the Olympia.